Good morning. Good morning, Will. This is Greg Reed doing your website review here. Let's just start off. I pulled up your website. Nice site. I like the colors. Plenty of information. Easy to scroll through it. Easy to find your services. Good job. You got your phone number up here. Easy for people to get a hold of you. Very nice site. So jumping into this website review, I'm going to start out here. I did a search for pest control, Clearwater, Florida. I can't talk this morning. The one of your major, if not the major, phrase, keyword that is going to be searched for when people are looking for a service, somebody to take care of their pest control for them. Before I get into the JD Smith here is at the top of the map packs and the top of the Google organic rankings. So this is your main competitor from everything that I've seen here, doing a little research on pest control there in Clearwater. This is the guy at the top of the heap. This is your main competitor. So, and before we'll use him as your competitor as I go through this. Before I get into that, let me explain. There's really three things that Google looks at first and considers first as the priorities, the indicators of how much authority they give to a website, which is the indicator again that they use in ranking their websites, is what they consider the authority of the site to be. The reason it's this way is because Google wants to give to a searcher, somebody that enters a search, the most or the best website that's going to answer that person's question, fulfill that search. And so they go back to the most authoritative search or most authoritative website in their eyes, and that's what they present at the top of the lists that they'll present for a search. So it comes down to authority, and there's three things that Google uses to determine that authority. It's content, the amount and the quality of the content on a website, the number of citations that are found online. A citation is a company's name, address, and phone number listed in different directories throughout the internet. Excuse me. And the number and quality of backlinks. And backlinks, now, no one of these three items has more rank and pull than the others. It kind of works like a trifecta. All three of those items combined, it's kind of like the combined score of those three items goes to the authority for the website. And so Google looks at all three of those together, and then how they lead to authority. And this is what they use in their determination of how they rank a website. So, and simply the fact that JD Smith is the top of map and the top of organics, I don't even have to look, but I did, and we'll get into it. But I can, he outranks you in all three of those categories. Well, anyway, forget that. Google considers that the most authoritative website, and this is why he's there. So let's break this down. Let's start with content. There's the easiest way to find the amount of content on a website is you just go up to the URL and enter the word site : and then hit enter, and that'll bring up how much content is in a website, which I've already done. And so just to save time, actually you have 35 pages of content, 35 pages on your site, which is 5 more than JD Smith. JD Smith only has 30 pages of content. So now, and this will make sense here as we get more into this. So that in and of itself, if that was the only indicator to authority, you would be outranking, JD Smith, but you're not. So let's continue to get into the other indicators of authority. And let's jump right into, I'm not going to spend a lot of time here on citations just because it's a whole different search, and going by the numbers here, which I'm going to show you, guarantee that JD Smith has got more citations than you do. But let's jump right to backlinks. Now, a backlink is not a backlink. You can't just say, well, I've got so many backlinks, and so my competitor's got a whole lot less than that, so I should be outranking him. There's trust when it comes to, there's a factor of trust in all backlinks. And so I'm using here a tool, Majestic, which is the best tool to get into to find a lot of the data behind websites. And so that's where I'm at here. I'm on Majestics. They're considered the best at what they do here as far as backlinks and analyzing backlinks. So there's trust in a backlink, which is measured as trust flow, and then another measurement for backlinks is they refer to it as citation flow. So I have you pulled up here, your website. You've got a trust flow of 13, a citation flow of 11. There are links to your site from 41 different domains. And when we pull up the actual backlinks themselves, I can go in and look at each of your backlinks. Now, there's two classifications of backlinks. There are no follow backlinks, and there are follow backlinks. Follow backlinks have much more power behind them than a no follow backlink. So there's one other thing that I have to look at. Again, no follow. You have a lot of no follow backlinks and a few that have been deleted. Now, your score, your trust flow score of 13, citation flow of 11, you're getting there, but as we'll see when I go to the competitor here, this is a really good link. This is a very good link. This was a good link for you. It looks like it's been deleted. This is a good link. This is okay. This is okay. And that's really all that there is here. So you've only got a couple of good, trustworthy, powerful backlinks behind you. And so you've got some juice, as was indicated, here with, you do have a trust flow of 13, double digits in both trust and citation. So it's a good start. Now, let's take a look at your competitor here. JD. How's the weather in Clearwater today? Okay, trust flow 15, citation flow 29. Your numbers were 13 and 11. So he's got you beat on both of these indicators of trust flow and citation flow, referring domains. And if we go and take a look here at the individual backlinks, he does have one that was deleted here. Very good link. He's got some really good links. As you can see here, scrolling through this, he's got a good number of good, powerful backlinks. And then a fair number. See, he has, if you remember the follow and no follow, from what I'm remembering of yours, he has a lot more, even though these are no trust and no citation flow at all. But they are follow backlinks, and a lot of yours were no follow. So this is where he's got you beat. And in combination with the content, the amount of content he has, and his citations, this is why he's outranking you in the eyes of Google, is because of the quality and the amount of backlinks that he has. In order to get to the top of Google, you're going to need to increase both the number and the trust flow, the quality of your backlinks, as well as adding more backlinks that have a social factor tied to them. Google is trying to also take a look at the whole social context when it comes to giving people what they want. So you really need to concentrate on backlinks to get to the point where you're going to outrank your competitor there. Now, I don't know if you know the numbers or not. I pulled up the numbers for the search pest control, Clearwater, Florida. There's 110, 120, somewhere around in there, searches that are done each month using that phrase, pest control, there in your neck of the woods. So by you being on the first page, you are getting some of those searches come to you, but about 80% of that 110, 120 searches go to J.D. Smith, his website, before they go anywhere else. So that's, give you some numbers there by getting up to that number one spot. So there's a good look at what is important to Google as far as rankings and what they look at when they rank a site. A good idea of where you stand there with those three items, the most important items to Google in their considerations. And use this information any way you'd like. I'd like to put in a plug here, actually, because of what it would take for you to rank. Backlinks are where we shine, or where I shine. The quality and type of backlinks that I use in ranking my clients are far superior, or well, they're better than what 95% of all of the other SEO outfits use out there. And I can explain this and go into more detail for you why I can do a much faster and better job at getting my clients to the top of Google than pretty much anybody else out there. So I hope I've been able to give you something that you can use. Feel free to use it in any way, or get back to me, and we can sit down and take a look at how I can help you get up to the top of Google. Thanks for watching.